first one, and we would add these together. What is the highest exponent you're going to get? Exponent. What's the highest exponent up there? X3. Okay, so this one is definitely not it. The highest exponent is 6x2. That one's definitely not it. Okay, and then we can also look and say, and you can do it the longer way and say 2x plus 3 minus x3 plus 3. Okay, and you would combine like terms. So we're looking for something with a negative x3. So what answer does it have to be? B. Okay, whereas 3 is a little bit trickier just because it's subtraction, you're going to have to do a little bit of work. So I got 4a plus 4 minus my f of a, which is a2 plus 2a. Okay, so you change all the signs in the second set. So it's going to look like 4a plus 4 minus a2 minus 2a. Now, before you even combine like terms, what should my first term be? A2. Close. Negative a2. So what answer choice is that? C. Okay, so do you need to fully combine? No, then don't, okay? Because the final's like 50 questions and you only got like 45 minutes. Okay, so the math don't add up. That's less than a minute question. So do as far as you got to do. Okay? This one, it takes a little bit more work. So you're going to say negative 3. Negative, gosh, dang it. This board is making me mad today. Negative 3t plus 5, 4t plus 5. Okay, and then we FOIL. So our first piece is going to be what? Negative 12t squared. Okay, and again, go with what you can. What can we cross out?
Something that doesn't have negative t squared.
Okay, this one and this one you can most definitely cross out, and then you gotta have to keep going. Okay, so then you're gonna get a negative 15t plus 20t plus 25.
Negative 15 plus 20t, which would be A.
It is most definitely A. What's the difference between A and C? One tiny little negative. Okay, so be careful. Okay, for the division, what's going to be on top?
2t plus 4.
2t plus 4 on the bottom. It's going to be negative 2t plus 4.
Is it simplified?
Yeah, so on these ones you got to simplify. So if we look at this, we can pull out a 2, and you'd be left with t plus 2. And you can pull out a 2, and you'd be left with negative t plus 2. Okay, and so you can cross these out. So what is that going to be? B. Sorry, I thought you said D. Okay, from the gate, which ones could you cross out? From the very beginning, with no work required, what could you cross out? D, and what else? C. Why D and C? Okay, they got t to the second power, so that's definitely not those ones. Okay, so when we can cross out stuff, okay, if you had to guess between these two, now you got a 50-50 shot. It's like flipping a coin. Okay, guess from there if you have to. Okay. Okay, this one is almost going to be all the work is required. Okay, so which function are we plugging in first?
Negative 4 minus 5.
So we start here, closest to the 3, and we work our way here. So that says do h first. So it's going to look like negative 3 squared minus 5 plus negative 3. Okay, type that in your calculator and see what you get. Huh? Negative 6? 17? Sorry, I don't know where I heard 6 from. Okay, and then we got to plug that in up here. So it'd be negative 4 times negative 17 minus 5. What does that give you? You got 63? Y'all better get typing, it's gonna be all dang day. Okay, but is 63 an option on there? No, so something's not right, okay? So, it's gotta be something up here, unless you guys typed it wrong. -3 squared minus 5 plus a -3, double check that, see if that is really -17. Well, it's not 63, that's not an option.
That is right now.
Yeah, go ahead. -3. One's not up there. Oh. So then -4 times 1, -9, there you go. Okay, so this is gonna be 1, and this is gonna be -9. This would be 1, 2. Okay, for the simplifying radicals, okay, square root of 288. What are some factors of 288? Start typing. You say 288 divided by 2? 2 and what? 144.
72.
272.
2 and 36.
2 and 36. 2 and 18. 2, 9. 3, 3. Okay, so we can take a group of 2s, a group of 2s, and a group of 3s. And what do you do with those? You put them on the outside and then what? Multiply. So what is 2 times 2 times 3? 12. Or you can even flip side of that. Who's left over that can't go? A 2. So do you even really need to multiply these? Only one of these gets a 2. So you could eliminate this one and this one. Okay, but we do know that it's 12 here. Okay. Okay, for 24. I got 2 12, 2 6, 2 3. So who can go? A set of 2s. Okay, what's the only one with a 2 on the outside? It's A. So stop when you can, okay? There's no point of keep going. Okay, when you're doing these ones, okay, and again, this goes back to, I don't even like to use the word cheating, but start with the letters first, because those are 10 times easier. How many X's are there? 3. So how many of those guys can go? One group of 2. So you're going to get an X on the inside and an X on the outside. Okay, so what can you eliminate? D, for sure. How many Y's are there? 2. So how many of those guys can go? One's going to go on the outside. Okay, so what can you eliminate?
C and B.
B and C. So did we even have to do the number? No. Okay, you can do the number or you can do the letter, but most of the time they're going to be able to tell you what's what. Okay, writing them in radical form. Which one's going to go on the inside?
2.
Okay, it goes inside, then outside. Okay, so what number's going on the outside? 2. So what does not have a 2 there on the outside? A and D. Okay, we know that there's no number, okay, and then what number has to go on the outside? 5, which is going to be what? B. Okay, same thing. We're looking for, what can you eliminate from the gate? B, why B? 10 and, okay, we can also eliminate C, why? Because of 5, there's no 5 even up here, okay? It's gotta be D, okay, so 3 goes on the outside and a 2, or on the inside, okay, really on to the right, okay? And then a 2 on the outside. Okay, writing them in exponential form, what is gonna be our big number? 6, so what can you eliminate? A and D. Gosh, dang it, this board is making me. A and D. Okay. What number is going to go on the top? 4. Okay. And even if you didn't know, why does B not make sense? It's got a 2 on the outside, and there's no 2s up there. Okay. So that one definitely just doesn't even make sense. Okay, 23. What's going to be our big number? Try again. 7K. So which one is that going to be? A. Okay, again, no really work is required. Okay, 25. This is where if the insides are the same, we add them and then keep the outside, or keep the inside, add the outside. So if you add these, what is 1 plus 1? 2, so it's going to be 2 square root of 5, which is D. Okay, 26, or 27, do they have the same insides? No, so this one needs simplified. Okay, the 24, so you got, for 24, 2, 12, 2, 6, 2, 3. I don't know. Okay, so who can go? A set of 2's. Okay, so this radical is going to become 2 square root of 6. Okay, so over here, really it's looking like 2 square root of 6 minus the 2 that's already there. And then this 24 becomes this 2 square root of 6. So 2 square root of 6. Okay, what do you do with those two 2's? Times them. So 2 times 2 is going to be negative 4 square root of 6. Okay, and now our insides are the same, so we can combine the outside. What is 2 minus 4? Negative 2, which is going to be what? A. Okay, 12 is, or 29, I'm sorry, is the same. So 12 negative square root of 12 plus 3 square root of 18 minus 3 square root of 3. Okay, so the 12 is going to be 2, 6, 2, 3. So what is that radical going to become? 2, 3, right? So these guys can go. So negative 2 square root 3. Okay, for the 18, we got 2, 9, 3, 3. What is that radical going to become? 3, 2, and there's already a 3 here. So it's going to be plus 3, 3 square root 2. Okay, can that guy be simplified? No. So minus 3 square root 3. Okay, which ones can we combine?
Negative 2 square root 3, 3 square root 3.
Which is going to give you what on the outside? Negative 5. Square root 3. So what can you eliminate? A and B, for sure. Okay, but the other ones you kind of got to keep going. And then for this one, what are you going to get with these 3 and 3? 9, which is going to be what? D. Okay, 31, the rule is you multiply the insides and then multiply the outsides. So what is 20 times 5? 100. So it's gonna be a square root of 100, but is that an option? No. Okay, so we need to do the tree, and or if you know your perfect roots, what is the square root of 100? 10. Okay, so it's gonna be B. Okay, 33, what is 8 times 20? 160. B to the, how many B's do we have total? 5. Okay, and again, start with the letters. It's less work. Okay, so how many B's do we have? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many of those guys can go? 2 groups. So what's going to be on the outside? B2. And 1 B is going to be left over. Okay, without even, that's a heck of a lot less math than doing the whole dang tree and factoring it out. Okay, so always start with the letters. It's your best bet. Okay, 35, we got 15 over 80. So you're going to put these together. What is 15 over 80 simplified to? Type that in as a fraction. Three over what? Okay, so it's going to be square root 3 over square root 4. Okay, a square root 3 does not simplify, but a square root of 4 does. What is the square root of 4?
2.
2. So it's really going to be square root 3 over 2. Is 15 over 80 3 4? There we go. That sounds better. Okay, this is 16. A square root of 16 is 4. Which is B. Okay, we got one more. Okay, 4 over 2. What is 4 over 2? 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. So you're going to have a 2 on top for sure. Okay, and then we got 25 over 16. And same thing, what is the square root of 25? 5. And then a square root of 16 is 4. Okay, so we got 10 over 4. And that does reduce to 5 over 2. Okay, we're stopping here. So 1 through 38 should be done today. Right now, look at your packet.